News, Don and Dave.
This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gon' make it, but at the end of the day, this'll be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta
Yo, people, what's poppin'? I gotta get Dave. He froze up. I'm gonna get Dave back in here. Give me 1 second. We gotta get Dave back in here. Yo, so everybody relax. We gonna hold on, he texted me. No, I'm not rebooting Dave. We live, fam. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, peeps. We gonna get Dave back in this thing. And we'll be on to our regularly scheduled program. But how's everybody feeling? Y'all good? Is y'all panicking? Is it a wrap or what y'all thinking? It's a wrap for the boys? It's a wrap for the boys or nah? Give me 1 second. A little bit of technical difficulties here, folks. Bear with us. Oh, my bad. All right, he should be joining in a second, and we should be back. Give me 1 second. All right, he should be joining right about now.
I guess it's a good thing we just.
I can't hear you, Dave. All right, there you go. Nope, I can't hear you. You are freezing up.
All right.
There, we
Let's
good?
go on.
Nope, we can't hear you, Dave. You freezing up, bro. Okay. Dave is not with us. All right, Dave, we might have to get you to hold on 1 second. We're going to try this one more time. I don't know what's going on with Dave. Dave Jones freezing up. He having technical difficulty just like the Panthers, B. I'm going to resend the link, Dave. Just 1 second. Apologies, folks. Yeah, make it quick, whatever it is, Dave. Make it quick, B. But all right, anyway, I'm gonna kind of keep this thing moving a little bit, cause we got to get through some. We got get through some news. All right, we got to get through some news. So I'm gonna try to get this thing cracking. Oh wow, so y'all saying AP broke a 90-yarder? That's crazy, cause I got AP on my bench in the league. All right, so we got a bunch of news to get to. Obviously, we caught the fade to the Bucs in Week 13, and what was a terrible outing for Mr. Cam Newton. It wasn't pretty, folks. It's very frustrating. I watched the game again about 30 minutes ago, and it was not pretty. So it was ugly. The time we actually get the defense to step up a little bit, the offense can't get it together. Again, this is just what Cam Newton himself said last week about playing complementary football, and we ain't playing complementary football because one side of the football will show up, and then the other side of the football won't show up. So, all right, I'm sending the link now, Dave. Give me 1 second. Yep. So that's how it's been going all season. One side of the football show up, then the other side won't show up. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead. All right, let's see if Dave is back this time. Dave, all right, there it is. We good?
You tell me. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You good? I think we're good. Nope, you froze up again. You froze up again, Dave. No, I can hear you though, but you froze up.
Fine.
All right, so
it's fine.
How about you turn your camera off? Nope. Did you just turn the camera off?
There you go. You get Phi Beta Sigma, Dave.
That's cool. All right, because we can hear you, and maybe you'll go back later. But all right, Dave, what's good? What you thinking, bro? Dave is bugging. You might his joint not working. All right, hold on 1 second. It's not what I wanted to do. All right, Dave. Worst case scenario, bro. You might have to you might have to call in to the number because it's not working right now. We need to fire everybody plus the chat cats. Y'all are wilding. Hold on. Let me get Dave to let me see if I can get Dave one more time. Yeah, I might have to get Dave to dial in. Hold on, one second. 1 second, please. Bear with me. Cause we was chatting just fine. We was talking about that Phil Collins and Meek joint right before we started. All right, 1 second, peeps. Relax. Shit. One second. All right, 1 second, peeps. All right. All right, so hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this this jump real quick because we got some news to talk about before we jump into the the stock up, stock down, and whatnot. So let's talk about it. So it officially looks like the Panthers are going to be opening up a practice facility near Rock Hill. That's the rumor. So Rock Hill, Fort Mill, York County area. So I just put up a geographical reference for those that are not in the area. So y'all can see where Rock Hill and Fort Mill are, because a lot of y'all don't live in the area. So this could be happening. So we definitely need an indoor facility. Obviously, the rain has been jacking us up as far as practice goes. So it looks like they're going to be opening one up near York County, or in York County, near Rock Hill or Fort Mill. Either one is cool with me. It's right outside of Charlotte, maybe like 20-30 minutes, depending on where you're coming from. I know a couple chat cats work in that area, so that's good for y'all. Let me see. 1 second. Let me see if I can get Dave in here one more time. One more time, Dave. I'm gonna give you one more shot. One more shot. I'm gonna turn my webcam off, see if it makes a difference. Hold on 1 second, Dave.
All right, hold on.
I can hear you, but
let me hang up.
No.
I was gonna hop on the conference.
Yeah, I got it, but it's tripping right now. Nope, you froze up again. Nope, you back?
I'm back. I'm gone. Am I
You,
good?
You good for right now.
All right. Let's see how long we're gonna be here.
Yeah.
Probably like 2 minutes at this rate.
Yep. All right, keep talking, Dave, because I think you just went away. Nope, you're good. We'll see.
All right.
You froze up. You froze up, but you in here for right now. No? Dave's gone away again? Yeah, this dude, I don't know, it's bugging. It's bugging right now. All right, it is what it is. All right, I'm shit. All right, so as I was saying, we could be moving our facility to South Carolina. I'm gonna try one more thing, Dave. Give me 1 second, because I think I might know what it is. It might be because I'm trying to open up the line. Give me one more try. One more try, Dave. Hang in there. Because it started acting up when I opened up the free conference call, John. All right, try now, Dave.
All right.
I think that might be the reason, because I had the free conference call up. So I think that might be it.
All right. You guys can hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I moving?
Yeah, no, you're good. No, you moved too much. You moved too much, Dave. You was doing too much. You was moving too much, bro. Moving too much. All right, I gotta keep it moving. No, you good, but you just keep going in and out. All right, I gotta move on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it'll go out in a minute. But all right, so let's move on. If you can hear me, keep going. Just jump in, Dave. I can't hear you. All right, so it looks like the Tepper was getting a little pissed off. All right, and it looks like he was this is before the game. This is before the Bucs game even happened. This report came out, right? And so I don't know it's some rumors swirling. And I told y'all a long time ago. There you go, Dave, you back.
Right.
So there was a lot of rumors swirling around that prior to this game that we lost, that Rivera is on the hot seat, Dave. What do you think about? No, this one came out before the loss. This article came out before the loss. It came out on the 2nd. I thought.
No,
Okay,
I read this
bad.
before kickoff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I read
this before kickoff.
I thought it came out before the game, and then after the game they had a discussion. That's what I thought.
Yeah, so basically, like this came like I read this article the morning of the kickoff, and it's funny because I normally go and watch the game with Plymouth, and Plymouth was like, we're gonna blow them out because now they're gonna be focused because it's official. The public knows that Mr. Rivera, Coach Rivera, is on the hot seat now. So they thought this would be a different type of situation, but as you saw from the results, that wasn't the case at all.
Nah, but I mean, even like I've been told y'all that Tepper. I mean, not Tepper, but that Rivera. It wasn't a game for Rivera, man. It was not a game. It was not a game, Dave. It's not a game up in here, fam. I told y'all that this man was on the hot seat a couple weeks ago, long before the four game losing streak. I told y'all. What did I tell y'all? I've been told y'all, man. I've been told y'all. Then what happened? We go out on Sunday and lay a big stinker, fam. And then all of a sudden, everybody now, Dave, everybody is hot, B. It's hot for everybody in these streets, B. Everybody. Dave.
This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot.
Everybody hot, B. It's all hot. All right. So let's move on. Again, we ended up. Let me see what I got. We ended up, letting go some coaches, a couple assistant coaches, and I think this pretty much forced Rivera's hand. This came out. He said he's not gonna. He got a little antsy with Jordan Rodrigue when she asked a responsible question about his job security. He got pissed off and said, "I'm not gonna, address an article unless it's quoted directly from Mr. Tepper." All right, so it just so this after we catch this L, coincidentally now guys are starting to get fired, right? So he's feeling the heat. So I've been told y'all that somebody's supposed to get fired 2 weeks ago. I said this, just fire the water boy was my exact words. I said fire the water boy, and now they're letting go two assistant coaches. You got the D-line coach. Well, D-line Brady Hoke was the D-line coach. And then we let go assistant secondary and cornerback coach Jeff Emenura. All of them is out of here, or both of them is out of here. All right. So, listen, I told y'all that a statement firing must have been made. It must be made, and we should have did this a couple weeks ago. Dave, what are your thoughts on these firings?
Rivera said he going out his way, man. He said, because basically, I mean, we're going to talk about it later, but he let these cats go, and he pretty much is going to rearrange how he's going to run the defense for the rest of the way, for the last month of the year.
Yeah, no, again, it's scapegoat firing for sure, and this is what I wanted 2 weeks ago. I think it's a little too late, because now everything that we were saying about how Rivera needs to take over play calling. All that is happening, but we said this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that this stuff should have happened, and now we just now making these moves. It's just a little too late, and hopefully, I mean, maybe he has time to save the season, and you got 4 games left, and I think he's definitely. I don't think Tepper playing no games, B. I don't think Tepper. He may give Ron another year. But I don't think Tepper playing any games. Go ahead. Dave might think otherwise, but go ahead. What you got?
Nah, man. Oh, man. All I'm going to say is this as I pour my beer. All I'm going to say is this. My man Tepper, we better make the playoffs and go far if you expect Rivera to come back next season. I'm being real about it, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not mad either way. Like, I'm chilling because, listen, a lot of people are like, pissed off and mad, and like, I mean, even in our chat, like we were chatting during the game, in the group chat, and people was just freaking out, bro. Like, they were spazzing out, and I'm like, man, y'all, I feel you. I mean, I get it. You're pissed off that we lost, but listen, I don't know how long y'all been Carolina Panthers fans, right? But this on year off year thing is a real thing. Like this is not like some fluke. This is it's in our DNA. All right, it's in our DNA that on these on again off again seasons it happens. So I would like for us to win games, but I'm not pissed off either. I'm pissed, but I'm not really like devastated because you kind of see it coming, man. You see it coming, B. Like it's consistency is not there, and a lot of the players they want to come up and say, it's us, it's personnel. But this is a veteran-led team, fam. Like we probably one of the oldest team in the league. How do you have these kind of issues with such an old team? I don't understand. Dave, you froze again, but hopefully you come back. You good? Are you still there? You froze again. We'll wait for you to come back. But yeah. So listen. I don't understand. These players are. It's a veteran-led team. You say you take responsibility. It's on the players. But I don't understand why in a veteran-led team these things happen. It shouldn't happen this way. It shouldn't happen this way at all. It shouldn't. Not when you got veteran old players on the squad like that. It just shouldn't happen. And that is a great question, Plymouth Marcus. It's a good question. I don't know who you would bring in. That's why I'm on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you bring in another guy or not. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't know. Dave got booted. Give me a second. I ain't trying to do this all night. But yeah, so I don't know, man. But again, all these moves are happening too late, in my opinion. It's all too late. We should have done this weeks ago, and now we doing some reactionary firing, and you could tell Ron is about ready to hit that panic button. He's hitting the panic button right now, and you can see it. You can see it, and you can see it. He nervous. He nervous right now. Welcome back, Dave.
Yep.
But let's talk about the game. We caught the L. What was it? 27-24. What was the score, Dave? You know,
24-17.
24-17. All right. Let's talk about this game. It was hard to watch, B. This game was hard to watch. All right. I was mad. We had plenty of opportunities to come back, and it just didn't happen. We had 4 opportunities. Count them up. 4 opportunities in the fourth quarter to come back and score. And we had 2 picks, and we had Cam miss Funchess wide open. All right, he was wide open. B. Funchess was wide open. Cam missed him, and it was just bad. You have 4 opportunities to come back, and I don't know, man. It's very upsetting. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna get into these injuries real quick before we talk about stock up, stock down. Greg Olsen, he re-injured his foot. He's done. He's done for the season. All right. Listen, we know, and Cam Newton knows how much Greg Olsen meant to the offense, right? He said that Greg helped him with the play call and getting guys in the right places, and you can tell without Greg Olsen, it hurt. Dave, I can still hear you. You can talk, B. I think I still hear you.
Good, I'm glad because I know I'm frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen, but I can still hear you. Go ahead.
You know what? Yesterday after I saw the injury, I thought it might be over for Greg, but at the same time, I'm thinking now he's gonna probably get surgery again. And I know we got a soon-to-be physical therapist on the show, but I'm thinking that he might try to give it a go one more time.
During the season or just next season?
No, next year.
Oh, okay.
He's done for the year.
Yeah.
But some people were talking like it might be the career was done. I was one of them yesterday, but overnight I've changed my mind a little bit. I'm thinking that he's probably going to try to give it a go next season.
Yeah, I think he's done, man. Either way, we got to move on, man. We got to move on from these older guys. Like, I love it, but this is another thing. This loyalty to old guys, it might get Ron, might do Ron in. It might be the reason why he gets fired. It's time to. You got Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas disappeared for he played early, made some good solid catches and made some solid plays, and then disappeared for 17 games, and we never saw him again. Like, these are the kind of moves that get you fired. Like, same with DJ Moore. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. You gotta let these young guys play. I get Ian Thomas is maybe not the best blocker. He's not a better blocker than Manhurts. But you get Ian Thomas out there. The more he's out there, the more he, for instance, on that pass last week, that Cam tried to fit into Ian Thomas. To fit to Manhurts. Maybe Ian Thomas was a better target, but I don't know, man. But get Ian Thomas out there more. That's all. That with Greg out, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the offense. I'm telling y'all right now. Go ahead and pull back all those expectations y'all had for the offense, because it ain't gonna be the same offense with Greg out. It's not. We're not gonna be that same offense. And you saw as soon as Greg went down, you saw how we struggled. Because he meant more to the offense than just being out there. Like, he meant a lot to the offense. He does a lot. I don't know.
He blocks, he receives, he attracts coverage. He means a lot to that offense.
But all right, yeah, he's done for a reason. Done for the season. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, Greg.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move on because we also I think Trey got hurt. Larson ended up coming in for him. I don't think he returned after he went out due to a neck injury. So I'm not sure what his status is. I haven't heard anything about his status even today. Hopefully he's okay. Because y'all see, I know y'all saw Trey's 40 speed out there when he was running with McCaffrey. It was kind of crazy. Do you see that, Dave?
Yeah.
My man he was running at least a 4.5. At least a 4.5, Dave. Welcome back. I can see you now. Don't leave. Just stay in there. If something happened, just stay in there, Dave. All right. So Trey
every time it hangs up whenever I disappear, so.
So what?
It hangs up automatically
Okay,
like you disappear.
I just add you back in. No worries. We got it. We good. Roll with the punches. All right. So yeah, he went out. Larson came in, and just, it is what it is. I don't have any update as far as Trey Turner goes. So it kind of is done. All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Stock up, stock down. Let's get into it, Dave. I got a lot here, man. I got a lot here. It's a lot to talk about right here. With stock up, stock. It was some bad and some good, and we gonna try to talk about them both. All right, stock down, Mr. Cam Newton. Dave, what was going on with Cam this week, man?
He had so many interceptions that he couldn't remember which one was which.
That's crazy.
Yo, son, when I heard that, I was like, yeah. I mean, he has the right to have a bad game. This is his most efficient season that he's had all year. But from the standpoint of this game, he made a lot of mistakes. Some of them throws are very questionable. My man forgot which pick was which.
That's pretty bad.
Because he threw 4 of them.
It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Listen, so Dave, we got a bigger issue to talk about, man. We got a bigger issue to talk about. Are you concerned about Cam Newton's shoulder?
Yeah. I was concerned when they decided to put Taylor out to shoot the Hail Mary, but yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, that's the second time it's happened. So, like, at first I didn't pay any mind. But then he went down. He took an awkward little fall towards the end in the fourth quarter. And then it didn't look right. But even, like, his throwing motion, man, like, have y'all sat there and watched his throwing motion lately? Like, I never really paid attention to it this year because he was playing well and the ball was going, short. But when he winds up to make a long pass, like, he looks like he's laboring, dude. And there is no zing on the ball. None. Not like he used. Man, I remember he used to throw them rockets, B. I don't see that no more. He can't throw you want to know why we're not pushing the ball down the field? He can't throw it. He can't throw it that far.
So the decision is going to have to be had on what's going to happen with him in the offseason, right? Because if he has to have surgery on the shoulder, then it might be an Andrew Luck situation, which scares the bejesus out of me. And then you got to question whether or not you're going to pay him the money. So, and now you got to remember too, man, you got a new owner. If he sees this, and he keeps seeing this situation. When I saw Taylor come out and I was like, come in to throw the Hail Mary, I was like.
But that's the second time it happened. Like,
I know, but the thing is, it like, and all due respect to Taylor, like, I don't want to like completely like go at him pretty hard because he earned a backup job during the preseason, but he ain't Cam. So when you see stuff like that, that's a message. Even Taylor was like, yo, why ain't I out there? And then as soon as the timeout was called by the Bucs,
he did.
Here he comes to sling it out and almost got sacked in the play.
And it worked. I think, which opens up a bigger question. Like, I mean, this offense has been good because the ball's been coming out quick. And the ball didn't come out quick yesterday. And Dave, I had the slides I sent you had the offensive line stock down, right? Yep. But I took him off. Dave.
You should have.
I took him off
but
because
I was kind of like,
because I rewatched the game. When I first came in, I was like, yo, we gave up a lot of sacks, and we did give up a couple sacks. And rightfully so. They gave up a couple, all right. But then I saw this, right, and you don't have this on your slide, Dave. I added this a little bit later. But when Cam Newton has time to throw the ball, 2.5 seconds plus, he has a passer rating of 69.3, meaning when he has time to throw the ball, he's trash. Does that make any sense?
I want to say this nicely. With the receivers that he has, the older receiver, like if it was Devin Funchess and Torrey Smith, it makes absolute sense because they can't freaking get open. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, I mean,
but now,
but are we
like more with Moore and Curtis playing more snaps? It doesn't make sense. You follow me?
No, but that doesn't make sense because if you have that safety valve in a McCaffrey, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't.
Is, with a safety valve like McCaffrey, he's giving that ball out in less than 2.5 seconds.
Right, and that's why he has 122 passer rating. Damn, Dave, you froze up again. Hold on, I'm gonna add you back. But yeah, like I get it. I get the dink and dunk. I get that. But like, bro, like get rid of like two of his like I think what was it? It was a tweet. I think two of his here's the tweet. In the Week 13 loss, 3 of the 4 interceptions came we had time to throw the ball. Like, either why don't you take, I guess he's not taking the ball and run because of his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I guess that, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Because he doesn't want to run the ball. So now we're seeing why he's not running the ball. He's not running the ball because he don't want his shoulder to get re-injured. So... I don't know, man. Like this is not good, and you know what? A lot of this got covered up while we were winning. The fuck? Why is this in Spanish? Yeah, no. So it covered up a lot when we were winning, but now as we lose, you know, it kind of I don't know what's going on, man. It's all the stuff starting to come to light, man. Let me add Dave back real quick. I don't know what's going on with Dave Jones. But yeah, it's really weird stat. I wanted to show y'all that because it was confusing. But I guess, but I feel like these receivers can get separation though. That's why maybe not Funchess per se. But I think he was throwing the ball. He was throwing the ball into a lot of double coverage. He just I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Let me get Dave back in here real quick. Come on. Let me just leave that up. It's a tough one. It does make sense. It does make sense. It makes sense. But I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. Like I said, I had the offensive line in stock down. I removed them. I removed the offensive line for stock down just because I rewatched the game, and I feel like they weren't as bad as I thought. They held up pretty good. It wasn't their best game by any means. But you know, they just the Cam, it's just not working. And then with Olsen being hurt, it hurt even worse. All right. So another stock down goes to Eric Washington. He has been relieved of his duties, and you know, Rivera is taking over play calling. This is really weird, Dave. I think I can still hear you. You still there? Nope. I don't know if I can. You're not there. But so Rivera has taken over play calling duties, which is really weird because then Mike Adams comes out and says, "Yo, you know, I was under the impression that Rivera was helping the whole time." All right, so which one is it? Which one is it? Are we doing this? Are we just now releasing to the public so we can kind of save face? Because I don't know what's going on. At one point, you know, Eric Washington is full DC, and then just this past week, you know, Rivera comes in and relieves publicly. Comes in to take over duties. You see a little bit difference in the second half. We only gave up 7 points in the second half. And one in the 7 points that we did give up was on a BS PI call. So I don't know, man. So it kind of coincides. The defense playing well does coincide with Rivera taking over play calling as far as Week 13 goes. So I don't know, man. But publicly for him to come
You can
out,
hear me.
yeah, I can hear you. Publicly for
Okay.
him to come out and say, we taking over. I'm taking over play calling duties. But then Mike Adams comes in and says, "Oh, I thought you was doing that the whole time, assisting." It just throws me off, B. What you got, Dave?
Well, you know what, man? It goes back to the fact that we've had three different defensive coordinators in 3 years. And I think it's finally caught up on us. I think it finally happened. Like McDermott has done it before. Wilkes hasn't, but he's always been there. Eric was kind of new, and we're always going to have faith in him because of the way that it's been going. But now this was just a situation where maybe, it might have been too much that we bargained for. So that's part of the reason why I think, Rivera has to step in at this point. And the crazy thing is, there's other franchises that do that. Do you honestly think that the defensive coordinator over in the Patriots was always calling the plays? Nah.
Yeah, no,
Bill was always there.
Yeah, Sean Payton with offensively goes the same thing. Sean Payton calling the plays like this is okay, like, but it should have been done a long time ago, and it should have been public. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling the defense, and it is what it is, Eric. And you could tell they don't want to get rid of Eric Washington because it could have been easy to let him go, but this is Ron with his loyalty thing. I'm gonna take over play calling duties, but I'm gonna let you chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you keep it. I'm gonna let you keep your role, and you're gonna stay on the staff. But I'm gonna take over play calling duties just to save you from getting fired. It just I don't like it. I don't like it. Loyalty's gonna get this man fired.
Yo, Larry, listen, don't be shooting our pride right now, yo. I don't want to hear about your fun facts.
What'd he say?
I don't want to know that the DBs in the second half were guys on the street, and the only starter was a rookie. I don't want to hear about that right now.
I mean, that's facts though. That goes into
still,
how
man,
bad this game was. That's a fact. Like, it's just facts, man. That just goes to, and they played well. They played well. You gotta give the Bucs some credit. They definitely played well. The defense played well.
They showed up to play at home. I can't front, man, because we've been terrible on the road, and when I see things like this, and the Bucs the Bucs were on a 3-game losing streak coming into this game too. So it's like, when I see things like this, man, it bothers me a lot, and it makes me very concerned about next week because we're on the road again next week.
Yeah, on the road, we can't win on the road. We have one road
1-5.
win. Yep. So it's not looking good. But it just bothers me because this team is a veteran-led team. You know what I'm saying? It's a veteran-led team. This is not supposed to. I could see if we was a young team and we would lose control like this, but this is a veteran-led team. And for them to say it's not the coaching and try to take, they're trying to cover it up and take up for Ron, but this can't happen. All right, this can't happen. But all right, I'm gonna move on. We got to talk about some good stuff. All right. So there's the tweets. Ron Rivera is taking over defensive play calling duties and assist in the secondary, and Eric Washington will oversee front seven. Dave, we can see you now. By the way,
that's good. I'm glad I could be seen.
Panthers. And then here we go. Panthers safety Mike Adams says Ron Rivera has been helping Eric Washington with the defense play calling all season. So are we going to see a big change or are we not? That's all I'm saying is if this is going to be public now, we better see a change or it's really going to be bad for Rivera.
Fortunately, Cleveland got their butts handed to them this weekend. So
just for them to come back and whoop on us because revenge. But all right,
we're in Cleveland.
Yeah, the cold. But let's talk about my man Christian McCaffrey, all right? My man Christian, we got to talk about some positive stuff because my man is balling right now. He's a baller, B. Dave, what you got on Christian, D?
He's going to win me a couple fantasy football championships this year. A lot. Hoping 2. At least 2. Shoot for 2. Maybe 3. Let's see. Definitely 2.
Yeah, man. My man Christian McCaffrey is a baller. He's a football player. And Dave, don't you recall back in the day, early before the season started, we said to get this man the ball by any means necessary. Don't take him off the field, right?
Don't take him off the field, man.
That's what we said.
He's on the field more than any other running back in the league.
That's what we said. Keep him on the field and get him to rock, right? That's what we've done, and this man has been balling. He's been balling, okay? He's a straight up baller. All right? And y'all want some evidence on how much he is balling? Okay? Y'all want some evidence? Cause I got some evidence. I brought my my evidence bag today. All right? So here
I got more evidence, but we'll let you start.
All right,
then I'm gonna close.
Let me start. Yeah, let me start. Hopefully you stay long enough to close. All right. So again, so here's a tweet. Here's a tweet from Joe. Lost in the carnage yesterday. Christian McCaffrey became the first player in NFL history with 50 rushing yards and 50 receiving yards in 5 consecutive games. All right. 5 consecutive games. Okay. All right. So, and he's also eclipsed 100 rushing yards for the 3rd time this season. And last year his last year high was 66. Okay. 66, B. Okay, and 103 times. All right. So I got more evidence. I'm reaching to my evidence bag a little bit further. We're gonna dive a little bit because I think a lot of people were just pissed because we reached for Christian McCaffrey. He's he's 8th overall pick and he's just overdrafted is what people say, right? He's overdrafted. Okay. All right. And then he got another catch receiving. All right, he's 45 yards, blah, 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 franchise record receiving, running back. We know that. That's easy. That's an easy stat, okay? But I brought my bag, all right? Let's get into it. Y'all say Alvin Kamara is a number one a top 10 draft pick, correct? Let's take a look at these stats, B. Take a look at these stats, okay? Leonard Fournette. We're not even gonna talk about Leonard Fournette. He's not even in the conversation right now. He's not even in the conversation, okay? And we're not going to talk about Kareem Hunt either because he's not in the conversation. He removed himself.
Save that. Save
okay, my bad. All right. So take a look at these stats, B. Look at these yards. Look at these rushing yards. Look at Christian McCaffrey versus Alvin Kamara's rushing attempts. So you got 163 rushing attempts versus 161 rushing attempts. McCaffrey has 863 rushing yards. B, he's about to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark. He's got 4 games to do it. I'm pretty sure he can get this and knock this out. It's pretty good for a wide receiver. Okay, pretty good for a wide receiver. All right. So yeah, Kamara does have 11 rushing touchdowns. It is what it is. He has more touchdowns. I'll give him that. Okay. So, but look at these targets. Look at these reception targets. 92 targets versus 84. Not too many more targets, right? Not too many more targets. 80 receptions versus 65. He's catching the ball. Obviously, we know he can do that. Okay?
And wait, stop. He's catching it at a higher rate.
Yeah, because he's got the best hands. He's the best. He's got the best hands for a running back. Okay, so he's got 663 receiving yards versus Kamara's 555 receiving yards. Sorry. 6 receiving TDs. Obviously, we know he's going to win that. Look at these all-purpose yardage, B. Look at these all-purpose yards. He's got them by. Do the math, Dave. You the math major. Look at that. He's killing. He's got him up by like what? Almost
229 yards to be exact.
Come on, man. Let's do this. Let's talk about it. All right. So we talk about Kamara, okay? He might get it. You don't know what he's gonna get. You don't know if he can get 1,000. You don't know, but he might have 2,000 on purpose. He could go a little bit higher on the rushing skill.
I think he's gonna hit it. I think he's gonna hit 2,000 on purpose for sure.
Okay, so Dave, this is just Alvin Kamara, right? So there's another running back out there, another top 10 running back
that's sitting in the Pro Bowl zone for the NFC. Yeah, I think his name is Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, we'll move on to Saquon Barkley, okay? Who y'all tout as a consensus top 10 pick, okay? Top 10 pick. Look at these rushing attempts. Look at the 163 versus 195 rushing attempts. I feel like if they had the same amount of rushing attempts, McCaffrey would be right there with them. I think McCaffrey right there with Saquon, okay? He's only got 3 more rushing touchdowns. But look at these targets, B. Look at these targets. Look, he's only got them beat by 30 yards, all-purpose yards. 30 all-purpose yards, and y'all want to say that McCaffrey's overdrafted. The numbers don't lie, man. Look at these touchdown totals. The numbers don't lie. Okay? It's 4 games left. You don't know what could happen. Y'all love Saquon. Y'all love Saquon. Look at the numbers, B.
You know what the crazy thing is? In the LB league, I'm going them against a guy in the first round that has both of those guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That have both of them.
Oh yeah, we use McCaffrey for everything. He's the man. He's number 4. He's not too. I didn't do Gurley, but he wasn't too far behind Gurley either. I think he was like 60 or 70 yards behind Gurley all purpose. I think it's Gurley, Elliott, Saquon, McCaffrey. Talk about it, Dave.
All right, so your boy Kareem Hunt. I know a lot of folks been hyping Hunt, and I know he's had a rough.
Oh man, dag nabbit. As soon as he was about to get into his daggone spiel, I'm about to add you back, Dave. Give me a second. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I know. I got you, Dave. All right. But I do want to talk about Curtis real quick because he's balling too. I'm gonna let Dave get back to his point. But Curtis is also balling. I think he had 88 reception yards on 5 catches. And he had he was open for a touchdown, which he didn't get. That Cam underthrew, probably because he had a sore shoulder. So dag nabbit. But yeah, so shout out to Curtis. This is the second consecutive week that we've seen Curtis and Christian McCaffrey be on stock up for the show. So it's dope to see both of those guys continue. DJ Moore also had a decent game. I think he had like 40 reception yards. It's a solid game. Solid game. I ain't hating. Give me 1 second. I gotta get Dave back. Nah, Dave gonna get his Kareem Hunt Jones off. 1 second. One second, peace. My bad. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I wanted to oh shoot. My bad.
You hear me, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let me go ahead and get into this before I get shut off again, because it's going to take seconds for me to get shut off with the audio the way it's been acting today. Yo, man, everybody been having up your boy Kareem Hunt. He got drafted later. He was a baller, but now the dude's career might be over. And I'm not just talking about the February incident. There was another incident that happened in January. My man might be done.
Ah, man. So he's talking. So stay in there, Dave. You just went. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dave Jones. But Kareem Hunt has another incident that happened in January. Another incident from looks like a bar fight. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's. There you go, Dave. You back.
Nah, it's just the thing is, man. Like we were comparing McCaffrey to Hunt and saying, well, Hunt's been performing better than McCaffrey, and he probably was. He was playing great for Kansas City. Andy Reid offense. It happens. But my man had trouble, and now all of a sudden, my man got cut over the weekend. He cleared waivers, and he got another incident in January. He might not come back. We about to have a 30 for 30. Talking about the freaking grand opening, grand closing for him. I don't know if somebody's going to sign the guy. He led the league, and it's cool. He might not be back if the January incident is legit. He might not be back. It might be over for him, man.
Yeah,
he assaulting folks. He got a problem kicking people, it looks like.
Yeah, he kick it better than Gano has recently. But all right. So real quick, I want to talk about the D line. I think the D line. I know I went through Curtis real quick, but I want to talk about the D line because I think the D line did step up in the second half specifically. I don't know, Dave. Do you happen to have the stats for the D line in front of you?
I don't.
I know.
They played well in the second half. I could pull it up.
I do want to shout out a couple dudes from D line. F.L. Bada had a very solid game, and there was actually even a post sighting. Poe actually played. He made a couple solid plays out there actually. So shout out to Poe. And then K'Wan Short got off a little bit. The defensive line actually played well, especially in the second half. The first half we was letting James get off, and it was fine. He was finding Humphreys underneath. And if it wasn't for the BS PI call on Dante Jackson, the game could have been a little different. But we're not gonna make excuses because it doesn't boil down to that one play. But they did. The defensive line did play well. Go ahead, Dave.
Poe had 3 tackles and a sack. KK had 2 tackles, 1 assist, and a sack. FA had 2 tackles and a sack. I love the sack that FA got, man. And Cal Love and Marty Addison shared the sack too.
Yeah, man. It was great. It was great to see the defensive line come back. Good bounce back. Hopefully, with Ron taking over the play calling duties, supposedly, well, we can get a more consistent effort from them up front.
I think we're gonna get more aggression from them up front too with Ron taking over.
It did. I saw that. I mean, you could see that in the second half play calling. We can see you now, Dave. We saw that in the second half play calling. We was blitzing a little bit more, and it definitely turned out a much better. We stopped them 4 times. Or no, we stopped them 3 times. We had 4 opportunities to go in and win the game, and we just couldn't do it.
Started too slow, man.
Yeah, we did.
We needed that defense to show up from end to end. And that's the problem. Like it seems like you can tell when Rivera takes over.
Yeah,
when the defense starts picking it up, you know Rivera's calling.
This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com.
Just getting ready to open the call.
There is 1 host and 1 participant in this conference.
You can definitely tell.
Please announce yourself.
Would you shut up, lady? All right, you could tell when
Dude,
you could definitely tell this past game when Rivera took over. You could tell easily when it was great. It was great. But Dave, somehow miraculously we still second in the division, which sucks because you want to be good. We still in the playoff hunt technically, but we're
not in the division hunt though.
No, division's a wrap. Is it? Have they clinched?
The loss. Just so you guys know, if y'all weren't aware, the loss clinched the Saints division. So they lost, we lost, they clinched.
That's crazy. So yeah, that's the standings. But it is what it is. It's we still in it, man. Technically, don't lose all hope, people. We got to beat the Saints. Probably have to beat the Saints twice. But we can still do it. There is hope. We have the talent. The talent is there. The talent is there, people. The talent is there. I remember we used to say that the South was the best division in the league.
Still is. I'm still rolling with it.
I don't know about that.
Nah, I'm still rolling with it. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm rolling with it. I know it's easy to freaking point at the Falcons and they trash. They are trash. They trash. They 4-8. They still got, even though we've got the longest losing streak with them, but they still trash. They 4-8. They got a top 5 pick in the draft right now. I didn't think the Bucs would be 3rd place. That's for sure. But that's something that Atlanta Falcons guy got to talk about. But he ain't gonna discuss it. Not today.
Yeah.
He don't want them problems.
But Dave, did you see the picture with Ryan Khalil and TD?
Yeah, man.
So I got that up right now. It's tough.
It's called the end of the era, man.
Yeah, it could be, man. It's not over yet. See, that's what I want people to not like. We still can get into the playoffs. Like, it's not over. Like, I feel like if we get
one thing's for sure, we need to see Philly win this game tonight.
I mean, whatever. It's still 4 games left. We can still squeak into the playoffs, and once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen at that point. We just gotta get there. It's not over, man. Y'all gotta relax, man. We looking bad. We looking bad. But I think our problems aren't that too far off to being fixed. I think it's just a tweak here, a tweak there, more aggressive defense. Let the offense. I just can't. The only thing that really makes me nervous is Cam's shoulder. It's Cam's shoulder. It's really. And we are old. I agree, Josh. I agree. We are dumb old. And we got to get younger in the offseason, like ASAP, because you got Peppers leaving. You got TD leaving potentially. You got Khalil leaving. Olsen on his last foot. And who else? I don't know who else. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, man. Like people are talking about, oh, the team loses motivation. I don't know about that, Michael Kelly, because my thing is, I think we benefit from having a coach that played in the league. I think we benefit from that. I really do. And you're laughing, which bothers me.
No, I'm laughing at the comments, man, because they say I'm a Cam hater. Like, come on, man. Y'all are really bugging. Like, it's just amazing. It's amazing, man. After seeing what I saw in the group on Sunday, man, it's just like, yo, y'all dudes, man. It just makes me wonder how long y'all been Panthers fans. And, like, are y'all, like, just – I know it's okay to be mad. But we still in the race. Like, we got to chill.
We got a month left.
We got to chill. Like, come on, man. Like, keep pounding don't mean nothing to y'all. Like, come on, man.
We still in it, man.
We still in it. Like, y'all got to relax.
Like when you look at the playoff picture, it doesn't look now. Granted, it doesn't look great because one of the teams that's in front of us we lost to. We got the tiebreaker to worry about, but we're still in it. Like we're still battling.
We
can't.
I'm not flip flopping. I just think it's a fact that we're still in it. Like all we gotta do is win. If we win and have a couple things go our way, we still good.
Like even the Giants, as mediocre as the Giants have been, they're still in it. And they already announced that they're not benching Eli until they're mathematically out of it. So they're still in it. Like, and we're 6-6. I mean, now we're behind where I expected us to be at this point. This is the first time all year that we're behind my projection. We're 6-6. We still can go 10-6, but we just got to win everything out, which is scary.
Hey man, and nobody said it would be easy. I ain't say it was gonna be easy. I'm just saying we still in it. That's all I'm saying.
The Bucs are still in it.
And I'm not Ron Rivera saying we control our own destiny. Like I know we got to have some things go our way. I ain't tripping.
I don't think he said that this week.
He didn't. No, he didn't. I'm just saying last week. I'm not saying that we control on. I'm just saying technically we still in it. Like we good. Like everybody just gotta relax, man. I gotta be the calming energy here. But 704, what's popping? All right, 704-241. Go ahead.
You already know what it is. How y'all doing?
Noli, what's good, bro?
Noli, what's up, man?
Not much, man. It's been
keep your head up, man. Where's the energy at, man?
Keep your head up.
Dang.
The energy's there. You gotta hold up 1 second. I mean, until we're out of it, until we're mathematically out of it, I'm gonna be there. But I'd be damned if this past month has not been depressing. I mean, who would have thought from 6-2 to go to 6-6? I mean, it's rough out here. We're gonna keep our head up still with mathematically out, but it's crazy. I mean, like I told some of my other friends, I'm in my mid-20s. I'm not gonna be, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. But when that day does come, I would love for this team to lower me into my grave so they can let me down one more time because that's what they've been doing all month. Just watching the tape, it's just when the game started, like watching the whole game. I've been watching them, and we've all watching it. It's like there's just no energy, and there's nothing at all. Like I'm hoping this team can turn around, and I'm hoping this play calling works by Rivera. But to me, it just looks like we don't have the horses. And people got with Tepper. He paid straight cash for this team. He didn't need no investors. He didn't need anybody. He paid straight cash, so he's going to put his fingerprints on it. And that meeting he had with Rivera this morning with Hurting, I feel that meeting had to do a lot with the moves he made. I'm hoping, and again, the second half looked better, but again, that's against Tampa. And I'm hoping that, we're mathematically in it and we want to get in it. The playoffs, I do too. But, man, it's not looking good. And as far as moves we can make going forward, the season's not over. Some solutions, I would try to trade Bradbury, Shaq, and Vernon as soon as the offseason comes. I think it's time to get rid of a lot of these Gettlemans, dude. Captain Wonderland, the dude has to go. If you have money to bet and you have Stevie Wonder lined up against him, I'm putting money on Stevie Wonder at this point to catch a slant against him because that's how bad Captain Wonderland is. I mean, he's just been terrible.
Well, to be fair, none of the corners can defend the slant. None of us can. It's just in our scheme.
But he just, for a 7th rounder, think how far he's come. I think he's pretty much reached his max potential. I think the defense just needs a big overhaul. And last thing I'll say is I really appreciate the C-Max stats you put up. I mean, it's crazy. We drafted a wide receiver 8th overall, and, he's getting all these rushing yards. I'm not used to seeing, wide receivers get all these rushing yards. So, hopefully he can make the Pro Bowl. But I'm going to keep my head up, but I'll be interested to see what y'all think if we don't pull it out in Cleveland. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that when it happens. But right now, we're good. We can beat Cleveland. We can beat Cleveland.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all thinking.
All right, man. Keep your head up, bro, man. Need the energy. We need some gunshots next time. All right, 1 second.
Keep your head up, bro, man.
704, what's popping?
What's up? It's Jay Simp.
Jay Simp, what's good, bro? Are you gonna give us a diagnosis?
So, yeah, the diagnosis is the front four, and it's been the front four all year. And you say every I mean, it's cliche, but it starts up front. Like we say that every year coming in, but really, we're at a point now where we've unloaded clips on people, we've gone in, we've fired coaches. And now it's put up or shut up time. If you want to make the playoffs, you're gonna have to win at least 3, if not all 4 games, and get some help. And the problem is the main problem on defense, especially, is when we rush 4, nobody's getting home.
Facts.
We're getting I'll rewatch the game. I can't tell you how many times I saw 3rd and 12. 3rd and 17,
bro.
3rd and 7.
Good point.
9, and they convert.
That's a good point.
They convert because we play. And that's the thing is, we're talking about, is it coaching? Is it execution? Is it this? Is it that? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the coaches call if you don't execute it. If you don't execute, it don't matter what they call. They could have the perfect call, a blitz, coverage, man-to-man, cover 2, cover 3, cover 6. It doesn't matter. If you don't execute, then you can just play whatever backyard football, and that's what it looks like sometimes. It's just dudes just hanging out. The quarterback got all day. We talked about Pep aging. We talked about Mario. We talked about Short not coming up big this year compared to what we thought, or not Short, Poe. Excuse me.
You said Short was coming up short.
But when we're getting guys in 3rd and long, and they just cannot get off the field.
Yeah,
and it is head-scratching to watch that defensive line struggle the way they have this year.
Yeah, that
to me is the biggest thing.
I agree with you 1,000%. That was super frustrating. It was 2nd and 20 on the drive. On one drive, it was 2nd and 20 3 times. They would get a PI call or a holding call. It would set them back, and they would convert each time. It was super frustrating. But at the end of the day, they never scored on those. To be fair, they never scored in the second half on those type drives. They ended up getting a stop when it counted. But I 1,000% agree that it is frustrating. I think we did get home a couple times. I saw, especially on one, there was a stunt.
So we got home 4 times.
Yeah, we got home. I'm talking about without bringing a bringing a blitz. Yeah. So there was one specific one I remember where Pepper stunted on the inside, and Horton came around, and then I think Addison got it was Addison that got the sack. Somebody, I can't remember. But they're doing some different things up front, and they just got to tweak it until they can find it. At the end of the day, you got to work with what you got. We can't. It is what it is, and I think they got to figure it out. I don't think they're that far off, and I'm just hoping just one tweak on a defense will make everything okay. But that's just me being wishful. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I agree. I think, like Noe said, I don't agree with him in the sense that and we talked about this after the game. Noe and I talk every week, but I'm not in the trade Bradbury, trade everybody bunch. I do think Vernon Butler's a bust. There's no way in absolute heck that we're picking up a 50-year option on him, let him go. But I think Bradbury is comfortable he's played well this season. He's had moments where he looked a little iffy, but what corner doesn't have those moments? But I think we're a first-round pass rusher or a solid veteran free agent pickup away from creating solid pressure on the quarterback. You do that, then you fix the problems in the back end, and
I agree.
that alleviates the pressure on the secondary, which I believe has played well this year.
I agree.
Outside of
1,000% agree that the secondary has played well outside of Cap. I think if we extend Reed and get another solid another solid pass rusher, we should be fine up front next year. But right now we got to fix this, and hopefully they can fix it. But I agree with everything you said on it. It's a good call.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. I heard the ding, but thanks for taking my call. Keep pounding.
All right, man.
Keep pounding, man. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, Dave. We can hear you. 919, what's good, bro?
Yeah, what's up? It's Eddie.
Eddie, what's good? Got the
Eddie, what up, man?
We got
I'm
loyal
hoping
listeners.
Ready for this fade.
We got the loyal listeners in here. Calling today. What's good, Eddie?
Absolutely. Oh, I've been good. But this whole coaching thing, I was listening to John Beeson as he does on, I think, WFNZ. He calls. Thanks, shout out to Noli for putting me on that. But he was talking about, this head coaching thing. As we talked about, the biggest thing is this next head coach could be the coach that Cam sees for the rest of his career. And that's a huge deal. Those are the biggest two positions on a team. You have the head coach and then the starting quarterback. So, you have, I guess, Belichick and Brady. You have Drew Brees and Sean Payton. You have Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger. It's like, who do we find? Who's out there that we can put with Cam that you would say Cam and this lead to success?
I don't know.
And that's a big thing to find.
I don't know. And again, I'm on the fence as far as the fire Ron. I'm gonna sit on the fence until I figure out. I don't know who's out there. But whoever inherits this team is going to get a very, very good nucleus. And I think we're a very attractive destination. You got a new owner. So I think we would get a very good candidate. I just don't know who it is at this point. I really, again, there's some guys floating on in the chat. I really do like Harbaugh, for real. But I just don't know. I have to sit down and do the research. We might have to do like a coach search session portion of the show and start releasing some videos on some potential coaches and do some research on it. But I don't know. I have no clue, man.
Right. And next thing, I know that is Norv Turner as good as advertised, or is he just so much better than what we had last year? Because, sometimes I'm like, is this really the play call that we choose, or is it?
I don't know. I think a lot of this week, I think if you look at what happened, I think the Olsen injury hurt Cam's psyche big time. The man was even telling his grandma to pray for Greg Olsen. So, he really wanted Greg Olsen, and he really needs Greg Olsen. And with him going down, I think it completely threw Cam off. And I think because he had even that the drive before the last drive, he missed a wide open Devin Funchess, man. We can talk about play calling, and I just think it's a matter of execution. I really do with Norv. I think Norv is good, and I think it's a combination of both of what you're saying. I think he's that much better than Shula, and he's good. I think it's both. Because he's using McCaffrey the right way. Number one. Right. That's the biggest thing.
And that, I think, goes back to, is it just because, I'm not sure that any other offensive coordinator would not use McCaffrey, but I guess it's just, since this is just what we have, it's what it is. But that was it. That's all I had to say. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Hey, man, you doing our job, man. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it, man. I know y'all probably don't see my arms right now because I freeze every 2 minutes.
No, you good. But... We see you. You moving and everything. but all right, Eddie, man. Y'all keep your head up, man. Y'all sound depressed, man. Keep your head up, bro.
Y'all got it. Peace, y'all.
All right. 910, what's good?
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's Jared.
Jared, what's up, man?
What, man?
Nothing much, man. We still got time.
All right. Okay. Hold up. I see what you did there. That's funny. All right, but I'm gonna let you have that. If y'all don't know, that was a shot at me. Because let me give y'all some backstory. Because I kept during the group me on Sunday, I kept saying we got time. And people was freaking out, and I kept saying, "We got time, we got time, we got time," until the time ran out. So that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, that's funny. All right, go ahead. What you got, man?
Oh man,
that was a good one,
my
bro.
Thing is just,
I like that.
My only thing is that I'm not seeing the talent on the defense. Like everybody's talking about, we have talent. We have talent at like 4 positions. We have Luke, we have Eric Reed, and we have KK. Pep used to be a talent. Pep is an old veteran now. Mario Addison spent his career as a journeyman. Wes Horton, that's a journeyman. FA, we have no idea what we have. He could be Ryan Delaire, bro. And on that first touchdown of the game, I was watching TD. TD doesn't look like he doesn't know what he's doing. He looks like he just lost a step.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I rewatched the game, and I did pick up on that. He just Humphreys came across him, and he just was too slow to react. So we owe. I mean, yeah, we owe, man. I mean, I don't disagree. I think we do. The pass rush is the biggest. I think the secondary is actually good. Other than Cap, I think we have the guys in the secondary. They're serviceable. Let's put it that way. They're a little bit better than serviceable. Okay, let me put it that way. It's just the front four does not help when you got to guard guys for so long. I mean, it's just it doesn't help with the way we run our defense. With the way Ron Rivera expects his front four to get there, and they don't get there, and then you lead the secondary out. Your corners out there on the island, and you get Dante Jackson. I mean, he was extremely burnt on that on the play. I think was a Godwin that caught that ball. I mean, dude, if any other quarterback would have laid that right on him. Luckily, Winston underthrew it and gave time for Dante to catch up with the 4-3. But I think we got the guys in the secondary. I don't know, man. You kind of right.
Seven.
Yeah, it's the front seven for sure. It's the front seven for sure.
And we just don't have that youth on the defensive end position that puts fear into anybody.
Yeah,
like when the quarterback is coming up to call plays, they're scared of Luke. They're not scared of any defensive end that we have on this team.
That could be true. I don't know. I can't assess their fear, but all I know is that we're slow. Like we're a slow defense. Like our front seven is slow.
That bothers me, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because for the past couple of years, everybody's been hyping up speed, and we still slow on defense. We slow on the strongest point of our squad for so long, and we're the slowest at it at this point, which is kind of disappointing. But
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't have the answers, but at the end of the day, we still do have time to get into the playoffs. We still got time for that. We good.
We do. We got a month.
Well, they just got to prove we can win on the road. We just got to win on the road this week. That's all I'm worried about.
Let's just hang in there. Let's just hang in there, people. That's all I got.
2 games left on the road, man. We got to make them count.
Let's just hang in there.
Absolutely. Thanks, fellas.
Yep. Thanks, man. Keep hanging in there, man. Hang in there, man. Just hang in there, people. All right, 704. What's good?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
I'm pretty much on the caravan of this season. is pretty much done. I know we're still mathematically in it, but to beat the Saints twice and then they go to the playoffs to play whoever we got to play in the playoffs, it's just too much for this team right now. They're going through too many growing pains. I don't know if you guys ever played Madden, but I'm going to address the roster a little bit. When building a team, I think ideally you want 3 stars on offense and you want 3 stars on defense. I think on our defense, we have a potential star in Dante Jackson. We have Luke Kuechly. If we can get like a good star on our defensive line, specifically like the defensive end position, I think we have starters everywhere else. Like, I know it's probably hard to find like an Aaron Donald, but if we can get like an Aaron Donald type player on our defensive line, then that changes our defense dramatically.
You don't think Short is a star player?
He's borderlines on a star player, but he hasn't had star quality this year.
This year,
I mean,
agree.
maybe in years past, but this year, would you say he's a star?
No, this year I would say no, but I think he's capable. There's a lot around him that has to work in order for him to be a star. Let's put it that way. I would say right now he's a solid starter. That's fair. I would say right now I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
And I think we have starters everywhere else. I mean, if we can keep Shaq for a low price, I think he's a starter. I wouldn't say solid starter. If TD comes back, he's starter qualities. He used to be a star, but he hasn't. I mean, he's a vet, so he doesn't have that star quality right now. Like I said, if we get somebody on the defensive line who can really blow up a lineman, not every play, but like consistently, then we have a dramatically different defense. On offense, I think our stars are going to be DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, and if we can get Cam Newton healthy, then Cam Newton, and then we're set up for a good team potentially. I think we keep Ron Rivera simply because to blow up the whole coaching staff. The second year into a North Turner offense that I think has been playing pretty well this year, and a defense that has proven that it can be good in years past. It's just had some pains with like a new defensive coordinator and everything this year. If we can get back to playing Panthers football, then I think we'll be fine, and we can play with anybody in the league. It's just that on and off again that happens every other year, which I've been a Panther since 2005, so I know the on and off again.
Yeah, but I think that to me is coaching. That's why that's what ended up getting Fox fired. But to me that on again off again year thing, that's coaching. Like if you can't get your guys up on an off year, like I don't understand what the problem is. Like you have the same roster. Only thing different is that and maybe this is it. Maybe it's because your schedule gets supposed to be easier on the on year. Your schedule is easy because of the off year. You were bad and you get an easy schedule. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're playing these tougher schedules. I don't know. I don't have an explanation, but I think it's coaching. And I wouldn't be surprised. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say. I think it's a lot of different things. I think in that 7-8 in 1 year, it was a lot of complacency. We were so good in 2014 going, not 2014, 2013 going 12-4. And when you looked at what we did in the offseason that year, we barely added any pieces to our team. I think we added, forget who we added that year in the offseason, but we barely added any pieces thinking that we were going to, we have a good team, just keep the team that we have intact. And it's the NFL with the highest competition in the world. So, of course, teams are going to look and see what you do and counteract that. So that was part of that season. This season has just been so confusing. I don't want to say it's complacency with a lot of guys. I think it's just there were a lot of injuries that kind of messed up. There's coaching changes, which is always a little bit tough. Mm-hmm. And it's just a lot of led to the 6-6 season that we're having right now.
Yep, I mean, I agree. You gotta.
But hey, guys, we're gonna keep pounding.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta keep your heads up.
It's not over.
Always.
There's something we got next season. It's all good.
Gotta keep your heads up. We got a solid core, man. We fine. We just gotta get the right. We gotta get guys motivated, man. And the only thing that makes me know. You can hang up if you want to. Sorry, I didn't. You're good. The only thing that makes me a little nervous about it moving forward is Cam Newton's health. His health is concerning. That shoulder ain't right. The shoulder ain't right, B. Dave, you still here?
Nah, I'm still here. I think I am.
Yeah, you here? I can hear you. I can hear you.
Nah, but like my big thing right now, I am very concerned about the shoulder, but I think it's just, I have an inkling that a lot of change is coming.
And they're asking, would I sit Cam? That's a great question. I wouldn't sit him now.
No way.
I wouldn't sit him now, but if we lose next week, I'd probably go ahead. Go ahead and sit him, bro.
Unless next week we're mathematically eliminated, I'm not sitting Cam until we're out of it, man.
This dude,
I'm not doing it.
This dude, I don't know, man.
And besides, even if we lose next week, there's no way they're sitting them against the Saints. Not the first matchup.
I agree with that. They're not going to sit them against the Saints.
No way. Happening.
I really think that's where Ron is really going to be tested. I think Tepper knows at the end of the day, we lost to them 3 times last year. And I can't see the whole team got to be. If we can't come out and win that game, or at least be like on our P's and Q's, like I'm down to lose, B. I'm down to lose if it was a good game, and we played well defensively, we played well offensively, and we just didn't win the game. Like I'm okay with those kind of losses, but when you get in these games, like the Pittsburgh loss was unacceptable. This Tampa loss was not acceptable. Like because
Detroit wasn't acceptable either, dog.
Detroit was not acceptable. Like there's only a couple losses like that I think were acceptable losses, and none
of them were acceptable.
We took one on the chin, but like the way we're losing, like I'm not a fan of the way we're losing. Like if that makes sense.
Were acceptable. None of them. Not one of them.
I can't even remember.
Not one of them.
Oh, the Falcons game.
Unacceptable. And I was there for that.
Yeah.
Like none of them. And that's why he can keep coming with missed opportunities. Like Rivera can start his conference every week with missed opportunities. Like it's a freaking broken record. I can just take my freaking record play and put it to work right now. Like it's a straight up broken record with the missed opportunities.
Yo, this dude Michael said he'll donate his rotator cuff to Cam. Yo, that's funny. Yo, you can have mine too. I think we need that little boy from the commercial might be old enough that was loosening his arm. I think we might need him back at this point, because Cam needs to loosen his arm because it's definitely tight right now. Because how old that boy should be? About at least he looked like he was about 5'6". He probably about 13 right now. He might have a. Did I steal your joke? My bad. I didn't see it in the chat. If I stole it, my bad.
He ain't watching the chat like that, man. I'm watching it so much because my audio be disappearing.
My bad,
so
Mike.
I'll be watching.
I didn't see it. Honestly, God, I didn't see it. I don't watch the chat like that. I might catch a couple. He called me trying to give me plagiarism, dog. I ain't see it, bro. My bad. But all right, Dave, so you want to talk about this Cleveland game for a quick second?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Cleveland took a rough loss against Houston this week. But before this Houston game, they've actually looked pretty good. I think this is their first loss since they fired Hugh Jackson. So they've played hungry since the firing. That being said, we still can't guard the tight end, and I think this might be a David Njoku type of game. So I think Njoku's going to probably get his as long as he wants it. I think we can beat these guys. My concern is that we're on the road. And I can't trust this squad on the road anymore. We're 1-5 on the road. The one win that we had was a 17-point comeback against Philadelphia. So I don't trust them on the road. Jarvis Landry had a decent game against Houston this week. So he's been kind of on a lull. We got to be concerned about Antonio Callaway.
Antonio Callaway about every receiver.
Huh?
I'm concerned about every receiver.
Yeah, but the thing is, Callaway's got the speed to beat our guys. He just don't have the hands. So he's good.
I mean, speed. We've seen that record before.
We have, but actually, he had a play that pretty much puts his career in perspective. He caught a phenomenal pass and ran it all the way down, and then I think he ended up fumbling or something, lost the ball near the end of the play. So Callaway he's a talented guy. He's just got to get out of his own way. But Njoku's a pretty good tight end. And Baker Mayfield's been playing pretty well since Hugh Jackson's gotten let go. So it's not going to be an easy game. Before the season, when I initially saw the schedule, I was so concerned about the fact that we're playing Cleveland at the end. Because you'd think that by then Cleveland would have figured it out or they would have made a coaching change. And they made the coaching change. And it looks like they're starting to figure it out. Cleveland's, look, man, they haven't been that bad since Hugh's been fired, man. All of a sudden, they started playing for him.
Yeah,
the defense is sneaky good too.
For me,
the defense isn't that bad.
Yeah, for me, I'm concerned about the thing I'm watching next Sunday is how what's the player's psyche? What do they look like? That first drive, what are they gonna come out and do? Like whether it's defense or offense, whether we get the ball first or not, what are they gonna do? Because all it takes is for one bad drive and Cam gets all whacked out, and if Cam ain't feeling right, then we're done. It's gonna be a long game. But if he can get it going early, we just gotta move the ball, man. Move the ball quick. We got a week to figure it out without Olsen. But I'm telling you, I'm just let me help y'all manage y'all expectations. Don't be expecting some wild game from our offense, because Cam is gonna be missing Olsen, and it's gonna show. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna show. He needs to figure it out without Olsen being around, because it hasn't been pretty without him, and I don't think it's gonna be pretty without him going down the road here. So he's gotta fix that.
Right now, just for the sake of you guys, Carolina is a 1-point favorite against Cleveland.
That's crazy.
So typically the home team starts with a 3-point advantage, regardless of who it is, and then the line shifts. So right now Carolina's a 1-point favorite. So in essence, it's a 4-point swing as Carolina's a 1-point favorite. Some spots have us 1.5. I'm hoping when I go, betting's finally legal in Rhode Island. They already started they finally opened up the place where you can bet. I'm hoping when I go on my day off on Wednesday,
Dave froze up. Dave trying to get his bet on. But yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, we gotta start fast on Sunday. Like somebody else said in the chat cast. We gotta get it right. It starts on Sunday. We gotta turn it around. B. If we can turn it around, we're good. If we lose, I know we said this last week. I know a couple people said if we lose last week against the Bucs, the season is over. But I feel like the more L's we take, then it's not looking good. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Let me see if I can get Dave back. I don't know if Dave. I think I might be shutting this thing down here in a bit. Anyway, let me see if I can get him in here one more time. But I feel like we need to put in that Meek intro one more time before we go to champions, man. We got to get there, man. That Phil Collins, B. You got to feel it in the air. I'm tripping. All right. Get Dave in here one more time for his parting message. Yeah, we got to fix that. Whatever the issue was, we got to fix it.
Man, I don't know if Phil Collins snares is going to save us if we show up slow on freaking Sunday.
Nah, we got to fix it, man. But he froze up again. But listen.
Already?
No. Yeah, go ahead, Dave. You good. You back.
Nah, I mean, I think, this is going to be a close game. I believe, if I remember correctly, we lost the last time we played Cleveland. Or did we not? I don't remember.
I don't remember. But you got anything else, man? Time to shut this thing down, bro. I think you froze up anyway. We can't hear you. All right. That being said, yo, I'm about to cut this thing. We got to fix our issue. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll get it right for next week. That being said, I'm out. Let's get this back on.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Got to fight for TD and Ryan, man. They last year. We got to get it right, man. It ain't over yet. Keep pounding, people. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace out.